Good morning, staff and students. My name is Leo Castillo, and today is Monday, August 31st, 2020.
Gary. Yep. Can you change the light bulb? Yeah, I had a bright idea on how to do that. That pun was terrible. There. Thanks. Yeah, I think it brightens the mood. Stop it, you quack.
Hello, staff and students. My name is Alex Mornigan, and today in history, on August 31st, in 1955, William Cobb presents the first ever solar-powered car that is 15 inches long at the General Motors Powerama Auto Show held in Chicago, Illinois.
Good morning, Thunder. This is Assistant Principal Tejas. Hoping you guys had a good weekend, and hopefully you guys are having a good Monday morning. I just want to talk to you just briefly about like little successes. Okay, so we are a couple of weeks into our remote learning, and we've had many challenges, and it's really easy to get caught up into those challenges and getting frustrated with the technology or with accessing the class or something. All right, but I've witnessed and I've seen little successes, right? So that's kind of what I want to focus on real quick, is just those little successes, right? So did you, over the last week, did you do something that you were having trouble? Maybe it was accessing a class. Maybe it was turning in an assignment or learning how to do that. Or maybe it was, learning how a new format or a new document on a Google Doc, So did you learn how to do something that you didn't know how to do before? Or did you overcome a little obstacle that you were having problems with? So those are the little successes that I'm seeing to start to add up. Okay, so those little successes, they start adding, and hopefully, and eventually, you're going to have a lot of little successes that are going to lead us into an overall successful semester. So keep trying. Okay, so that's the main point I'm trying to get at is be persistent. You're going to face challenges. We're all going to face challenges. Be persistent. Try to work through them. Challenges are there. And they help us learn. All right, they help us progress. Okay, so face those challenges and ask for help if you need. Okay, teachers are available for you. Maybe we're not like live face to face, but we are still available. You guys have your classes. You guys can call the school, email me. Counselors are available. Everybody, there is supports there to help you succeed, and we do definitely want to help you succeed in this semester with all the challenges that we're facing. Okay, we're gonna start putting little wins, little successes in the win column, and we're gonna get there together. Okay, so look out for yourself, look out for each other. If you have friends who you see are slacking, okay, talk to them after your homework's done, and you guys are playing Fortnite that night. Talk to them. Tell them that they need to get to class. Okay. All right. But together we'll get there. Okay. Because as always, we are #Hilderman Strong.
How's it going, everybody? My name is John Carestis, and today I'm here to teach you about something. I'm going to be honest, I was a tad bit confused on figuring out what I was going to do this segment on, but I decided I would choose a thing that would give you guys the most information and help you out and give you the most options. And so today, I'm here to talk about this little thing right here. Now, as I'm hoping you all know, this is your Tony Hillerman Middle School 2020 to 2021 student agenda. Now, this thing, for getting it for free, this is probably the best out of any agenda I've ever gotten. Now, you might be wondering, John, it's an agenda. What could be so interesting about this little collection of tree corpses with ink arranged in a certain way to convey information? Which I would say that is a very complicated way of bringing up an agenda, and I don't like it. But yes, I'm sorry if my hands move slow. Getting this camera angle is actually a pretty hard thing to do. So, yes, it is an agenda, and this is the most boring part of it, I believe. It's still definitely useful, so you can mark down dates and what you need to do on certain dates. But, I mean, it's an agenda. It can't really be that much interesting than it sounds. You go to the day, you go to your subject, you write it down, and you know what you do for that day. It's pretty simple. And then down here, you got You got a little thing called a time warp. Basically just gives you a little fact from the past. And down here, you might get like a health check, a little cyber tip, anything, just little minor things to help you out. Now, in my opinion, once again, as stated earlier, this is the least interesting part. It might be very helpful, but it's not interesting. It's literally just an agenda. So now let's get to the parts that are a bit more interesting for me and are also pretty useful. Now here you have the front page. It's blank. You can use this for like notes and stuff, or stuff you need to easily have access to. So this is kind of your student info page. There we put information about you. So like you have student name, ID number, advisory teacher, bus if you ride the bus, and locker number. Have your first semester and second semester schedule. And then you have certain agreement things down here that show that your parents agree to the following things that I'm about to show you. Now, this, although useful, isn't really useful that now, due to, the situation that all of us know that we're in. We're not using this calendar or this schedule. So this might become useful when we go back to school, hopefully in December. But as of right now, it's not that useful. Now this. The next few pages are just really the policies for this school. Like we got discipline policy, counseling services, classroom behavior, just stuff that you know. You have your dress code right here. You have your discipline referral matrix. So if you do something bad, which I better not catch any of you doing, you will get punished for it. More policies, stuff like that. And then you have your accountability cards. Now, I don't want to talk about this because I hope that most of you guys aren't doing anything to get tardies, but they are here. So if you do something bad or wrong, you're going to get marked on here, and for the first consequence, you get 3 lunch detentions, then 5, parent conference, evening school, ISS, then OSS. And then you have your tardy log right down here. And then you have the map of a school right here. If you're having trouble getting to a class, you could use this. It also shows you the fire exits or just exits in general. And now we're going to get to the part that I find a lot more interesting. Now, before, for me in elementary school, at least if I'm remembering correctly, we would have stuff at the end of it, but it wasn't really that interesting. It would be a multiplication table and like a map. That would be it. Not really that useful. I mean, it's nice to have it, but you would like remember, oh yeah, my agenda has it, and use it like 2 times in the entire school year. But this thing has a whole bunch more information, and if you're getting it for free, this one is actually probably the best one. We have goal setting to help you with your like planning goals and how to achieve them, study skills with all this stuff. With all this stuff here, you barely even need me. We have language arts. We have stages of writing process, paragraph writing, and we have your basic mechanical rules, punctuation, literary terms, parts of speech. This is all here, just in your agenda. And then after that, science. It's not just the periodic table of elements now. Now you have your common units, temperature, equivalent measures, atom structure, once again, periodic table, the different cells, human skeleton, and all the systems in it. It's just really nice to have all this information right here. Then, up here, we got forms of energy, light reflection, properties of waves. I don't even know what a wave is. Should I? Probably, but guess what? Now I have it here to get the information to learn about it. Engineering. I don't even know why this is here, but it's nice to have it. I mean, if you want to figure out how an inclined plane works, guess what? Now you have it. And over here you got the math section. I'm pretty sure you guys already know how to do perimeter, but circumference, you got that right here. Area, all this basic stuff. And then you got surface area and volume. You have all the equations to get like rectangular prism, triangular prism, cube, cylinder, square pyramid, triangular pyramid, rectangular pyramid, sphere, and cone. You have all of your algebra stuff right here with certain laws and equations. Down here you got your multiplication table. You got your squares and square roots. And then you have your fraction, decimals, and percentages right over here. And then you have the art section. I don't even know why this is here. But you know what? It's always nice to have it. Because now, if you're doing a project and you want to choose a good color scheme, you can come right here. And guess what? Boom. Now you got a good color scheme right here, and all the stuff to help you choose one. And also, we have music down here. I'm not a music person, but if I were, this would probably be very helpful to me. Musical notes, music terms, musical instruments. And we have a world map right here. So let's just say, I don't know, you're bored and you want to know where Chad is. Guess what? You just look around for a bit. Boom, you found Chad. And now this one is a bit more useful than the world map. We have the North American map. Now let's just say you don't know where Illinois is and you want to figure out where it is. We're going to look through here. You find it right here, IL, go in here, boom. Now you know where Illinois is. But what I think is a more practical and more efficient use of this map is for time zones. Let's say your favorite show is airing and it says it's airing like 8:45 Pacific time. And you go to watch it and it's not there. It's because of time zones. Pacific time is right over here. And as you can see, when it's 3 o'clock over there, it's 4 o'clock here. So you add an hour and now you know it airs here at 9:45. So that can be really helpful in trying to time things for, let's just say, Pacific time, or if you have a friend that lives in another area and you need to find a time to talk. And now, I'm kind of ending it on a boring note, but you know what? Sometimes it happens. You have your calendar here. This really isn't that useful. You can use it to like mark down like big trips or your birthday or something like that. Just a big thing to remind you that it's happening. But yeah, so that is the most of part, the rundown of this school year's agenda. Now, I'm not telling you you have to use this. You could use Google, you can use whatever you want, but it's always nice to have options on what you can use to better your school experience and learn. So let's just say, I don't know, your internet went out. If you need information, remember about this little thing right here and it can maybe be helpful. With that, thanks for watching.
Hi everybody, my name is Jordan Aguilar and I'm here to help you with your schedule. First, you're going to have to eat a balanced meal in the morning for breakfast, and you have your 10-minute breaks to eat anything healthy before your next class starts. Also, for lunch, to eat a balanced meal so you don't go starving for your next last 2-3 periods. Also, set a schedule for when stuff is due for your classes and everything. It will help to set alarms, set reminders, so you won't be wondering what I got wrong and you got an F in your grade. Also, this is not just for you students, it's also for your amazing teachers out there that are doing this with us. This is a first for everybody, so we have to be patient, and setting a schedule is the best way to do it. This is all I have for everyone. I'm Jordan Aguilar, and I hope you have an amazing day.